say morning and welcome. I want to thank, first of all, Reverend Dr. Benjamin Quinby Brown of CCC for agreeing to videotape our conversation. I thought it was important for educational reasons to be able to preserve the general gist of this conversation and what we're attempting to do. So hope no one minds that very much. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the president of the Motivational Center Incorporated. Most of you know me, and in my capacity with the Motivational Center for a little over the last 15 years, what I've done, I've helped individuals prepare applications, petitions that go before the Board of Pardons. We started this over 15, 16 years ago. Former Mayor Baker, who was here, was a part of making that opportunity available, as well as the former City Councilman Sam Guy. We thought it was important at that time to look at the fact that there were a number of jobs coming open, being made available in and around the city of Wilmington, and a large part of our community was not being able to take advantage of those job opportunities. And the reason they weren't was because they had past criminal histories. And so, unlike other states, the state of Delaware provides the opportunity to petition the board and petition the governor for pardons of past criminal offenses. With that background, a little over a year ago, I was asked to come over here to the American Beauty Academy and work with some of their students who also were having problems with being able to become licensed barbers and stylists. And naturally, having known Brandy for ever and a day, she asked me to come down, and that's when I met Big Brother Ed Gillespie. And I was telling Ed before we started that that when President Barack Obama went to Ireland in search of his roots, because apparently part of his family is from Ireland. You know, we know that a lot of our congressional delegations from Ireland, and so instead of us having Barack Obama, they sent us Ed. Ed was born in Ireland. So, you know, you meet very few people that was born in Ireland, and we established a kindred spirit, because what they're doing here at the American Beauty Academy, as I see it, is that not only are they creating barbers and hairstylists, they're creating entrepreneurs. And I hear a lot of talk, a lot of conversation about businesses moving into the city of Wilmington and bringing various types of jobs, but this is a business that is presently located in the city of Wilmington. They're providing employment opportunities. Not only that, they're part of the educational campus of the city of Wilmington, providing education, and if you have a little creative thinking, you can see that they're producing potential entrepreneurs. And so we've asked you all to come here because we need your help. That's basically the size of it. We need your help because the law of diminishing returns, in my understanding of it, applies to this situation. Now, how does it apply to this situation? When the American Beauty Academy Incorporated put together a business plan and decided to move to the city of Wilmington, their business plan was based upon producing a product with a relative fixed cost. So when they came in with this business model, them not knowing at the time the variable factors that they were going to have to become faced with. One of those variable factors is that the individuals that they would be recruiting to come into their institution would, number one, be high school dropouts. So now, if you're a high school dropout, then according to what I understand, then you are not eligible for free financial aid. And financial aid is what's required in order to be able to matriculate at this institution of higher learning. So we looked at that. We also looked at the fact that many of the individuals coming into this school, this institution, have past criminal histories. So we reached out to Mr. James Collins and we reached out to the Board of Cosmetology and Barbering, and we even visited the board several times over the last year in an attempt to get a better understanding of how this particular body, which is a commission of the state of Delaware, how they did due diligence, how they went about conducting their business with respect to individuals that had criminal histories, with respect to individuals that had other problems as it pertains to licensure and receiving their professional regulations. Now, one of the first things that we did, and it's about a year now, we noticed that their books, their agenda, averaged around close to 200 complaints that were filed and on their books every month, even though there was a Deputy Attorney General assigned to oversee the resolution of those complaints. Now, if this is a backlog of complaints that's not being resolved in an effective way, then we said, well, why? Then we came into an understanding of how the Delaware Attorney General plays a part in this particular board's doing due diligence and their business, and we found that there was a crackdown on unlicensed barbers and stylists in the city of Wilmington, and that there was a working agreement between the city of Wilmington's Department of License and Inspection and the investigators at the state level of regulations and licensure. So, in our conversations with Mr. James Collins, director in Dover, up here, et cetera, we said, well, if the Attorney General is cracking down on unlicensed barbers, what can we do to work with the state and work with the city to help them to become licensed? And that's what brought us to a discussion concerning the apprenticeship program. We looked at the law. Well, before we did that, we contacted the Sunset Committee down before the General Assembly back in January of this particular year, and we asked them, would they review the Board of Cosmetology and Barbering? Would you place this commission on the agenda for review? The review of what? The review of the complaint process, and now moving forward, the review of the other aspects dealing with apprenticeship. I'm thankful to say recently there has been some movement on that particular point, and the board now has increased, the Board of Cosmetology has increased the number of apprentices per licensed barber from 1 to 2. But that didn't address our problem. Because if there are thousands out there who went through the apprenticeship program, then we say we need some type of